Who's that? Okay, first off, Pip Squad, welcome to the stream, and second off, please keep my chat family friendly. I'm I'm not trying to be mean or anything, I just want to enforce my chat rules. There I am. What's up, everybody? My name is Tentacle, and welcome back to more Pizza Tower. Finally! It feels like it's been forever since I played this game on stream. I think the last time I did stream this was when the Nintendo Switch 2 got announced. Which is kind of ironic because I'm playing Pizza Tower on Steam. Anyway, let me just unmute the game audio on OBS Studio, and then I think right about here ought to do it. Let's at least leave it at the halfway point, and if I need to increase the game audio at any point, please let me know. That being said, who else do we have in the chat? We got Ash, we got Pip Squad. I said hi to you already. I don't think there was anyone else. But okay, enough of that malarkey. Let's do this. I'm already at the 3rd floor, so let's just get started with the first level. Crust Cove. This has my favorite music of World 3. Right, I set A to jump in the controls. And X is my attack button. While we're getting started here, I guess I might as well mention this is not my first playthrough. However, I haven't actively played this game in a very long time, so I have no plans to 100% it. And even if I did, I would just be going for the toppings. I don't really have plans to find all the secrets either. There's where the treasure of this level is. Okay, I also forgot about that. I enabled joystick ground pounding. So I gotta decide if it's better to do that or a grab attack. We gotta go this way to get the key. You can get out of here, whatever you are. Oh wait, no, that's the way to the door. Because it had the lock symbol on it. You gotta go this way to get the key. And this level introduces the barrel transformation. You just roll around all over the place and can bowl over small obstacles and enemies. And I also really like the picture that shows up in the TV for this power-up. Alright. Good thing you can still move around when you're in the barrel power-up, I guess. I wouldn't really call it a costume. Also, what's up, Brady? Welcome to the stream. I do believe I'm still on track to finding all the toppins, but like I said, that's not a priority. This is just gonna be a fair weather playthrough. And what's up, Yusuf? How you doing? The game is supposed to give you another barrel right there, but I already have one, so I'm a step ahead. And there's the key. Come on, game. Let me through. Thank you. Get through that. Get Jerome. And now we can go back to the locked door. Which is not this way, but still. There we go. See, I remember how this game works. And for the final part of this level, and I guess the first part of the escape sequence, you're gonna have this pirate firing cannonballs at you. Nailed it. All right. I think those cannoneers right there can't be KO'd. Believe me, I've tried. Oh. No, we're gonna time this right, Peppino. Thank you. I remember that from my first playthrough. That's how you find this secret. And then you just gotta do the same thing in this part. There we are. I still got it. And another parry for good measure. Oh, didn't even mean to do that, because I think the pineapple was right there, but it's fine. We can just get rolling this way. Or not. I guess this is my least favorite part of this level. The barrel power-up is really hard to time. But once you do get it down, it is so satisfying. Like right there. I was able to easily bowl over all those tiny rat enemies. Now we just gotta make a mad dash back out of here, as usual. Then we go down here. Very nice. Barrel kind of stinks during pizza time. It stresses you out. Yeah, I remember in my first playthrough of this game, it took me forever to get the timing down for that first section with the barrel. I seemed to do a little better that time. And you know, I've already forgotten where the treasure was, but at the same time, I think I just remembered. No, not there. Close. It's right through here. Hey, we got some vacation juice. A little bit of Animal Crossing reference for you. And we still got plenty of time to make it back. It's like the night power-up from Pizzascape, but you can control it a little better. I guess I can see it. But hey, we did it. Already got an A rank on the very first level. And what's up, Atomic VR? Welcome to the stream. I honestly have no freaking clue what I'm gonna play next if I end up beating this floor really quickly. Maybe I'll look for something to shiny hunt in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I've already found all the event outbreaks. The ones for Capsa Kid. What were the other two? Petalil and Oddish? Yeah, I've already found those. Hang on, I need to look at this real quick. In terms of the level order, Gnome Forest is next. So, I guess we'll go there. It's the funny meme level, everybody. The place where everybody wants to be a superstar. Yes, I made that reference. You beat Pizza Tower for the first time today? Got a 60%? That's not bad. I'm pretty sure my first playthrough ended with like a 60 to 65% completion. So, certainly not bad. I found the Lap 2 portal without even trying. I said hi to you already, Atomic. Don't worry. And what's up, Mr. Bear? Welcome to the stream. Since we have a lot of new people here, I might as well mention this. I don't normally mention this, but please don't forget to read the chat rules. They're there for a reason. I've had plenty of unruly viewers in the past, and I don't want that to happen again. But hey, we finally get this. It's finally time to play as Gustavo and Brick. And they even get their own tutorial. They have the same dash as Peppino, but they can double jump, and it's also possible to still attack as Gustavo. And they have a much quicker ground pound than Peppino. I completely forgot about that. But to break metal blocks from midair, you have to use Brick's ground pound. And they can also wall jump too! Now it's time for them to have some fun. I remember these parts of Pizza Tower being really fun. I know you get to play as Gustavo and Brick again in World 4. It's actually one of the first levels of that floor. Did not mean to do that. Just double jump nice and easy. And yeah, for some reason, for Brick's sound effects, the game uses stock yodeling. Yeah, that's the name of the level, the Pig City. That's the only other time you get to play as these two. Oh yeah, I might as well ask. How's the game audio balancing? Can you guys still hear me over the game? Do I need to turn anything up or down? If I do, please let me know. Game audio's good? Nice. Also, what's up, Subspace? How are you doing? Doing pretty well myself. I know Pizza Tower would be one of the last games I stream on this channel, but I did say a while ago that I would at least do a fair weather playthrough of it. Okay, now I can never remember this. Does anyone know the controls for, I guess, launching brick like a projectile? I know you can do that. I just forgot the controls. Oh, never mind. Found it. It's up and X. That was easy. I was kind of just trying different control stick and combination buttons. Or face buttons, I guess. I see you, JD. How you doing? Seems like Gustavo and Brick's uppercut move also launches Brick forward. That might take some getting used to. Come on. We can do this. This part of the level is where you're going to be getting your top-ins and most of your points, if memory serves. The part where you have to escort all these wizard pizzas or whatever they are. That's enough out of you. You stupid alien or whatever you are. We don't got much time before this wizard pizza leaves, so let's get to work. Oh, there's his house. Hurry, Gustavo. There we are. Perfect. You just won a knockout tour in Mario Kart World because you got carried by a bullet bill at the second to last checkpoint. Nice. Speaking of which, I heard there was a massive patch update to Mario Kart World. They fixed a lot of bugs and made the CPU easier, which I didn't even think they'd do. It's still challenging in battle mode, but to be perfectly honest, I don't like the Mario Kart World battle mode all that much. But it's nice to know that I can actually complete the knockout tours now without getting bodied. I did leave a comment on that short I made where I was ranting about how difficult the CPU were. Maybe I'll finally have an excuse to play Mario Kart World on stream again. Come on. We gotta be close to the next house. There we go. And the last wizard pizza has the last topping. There he is. You don't mind the CPU nerf? You've seen really good players having trouble with it pre-patch? Yeah, then, if that were the case, then, or I guess, since that's the case, doing that is a net positive. Apparently, going back to the Mario Kart World patch real quick, there was one bug where if you used a bullet bill at the wrong time in Acorn Heights, you could get stuck on a leaf. That sounds hilarious, honestly. As was that transition back to that guy. And there we go, we got all the toppins. And another A rank. I do not have the guts to do lap 2, honestly, even though I probably could. we got some other levels to do. Oh, geez. My computer's battery's getting real low. Hang on a moment. We'll fight the boss of this world, or this floor, after I clear the final 2 levels. Oh, wait! You know what? It's almost 7:30. I think it's time for me to open my next Pokemon TCG Pocket Pack before we start the next level, Deep Dish 9. That's fine, because it might take a while for me to find the olive bubble that takes you to that level. I think it's through here? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Now, where's my phone? I'll make this quick, I promise. There's a new set in Pokemon TCG Pocket focused around Gen 2. And the spotlight Pokemon are Ho-Oh and Lugia. Maybe I'll pull from the Ho-Oh pack, since I've been pulling a lot of Lugia packs today. It's the first time I'm opening a brand new set since Eevee Grove came out. Come on, game, give me something good. Ah, nothing. Nothing higher than 2 diamonds, anyway. But oh well, not all of them can be winners. At least I got the Darmanitan card. But anyway, Deep Dish 9. We got a rocket to deal with. And 0 gravity. So yeah, that's a thing. Once again, I found the Lap 2 portal without even trying. And you gotta break all these meteors to progress whenever you're using the rocket. Once again, we got more good music. Stop doing that! Get over here. Almost had it. Didn't even know that was there. Oh, I never noticed the TV, I guess, video for when Peppino has the rocket. It's him in an astronaut outfit. That's pretty cool. There's gotta be something through that door. I just need to reach it, you know? Ah, here we go. I missed a lot. Oh, geez. Surely I can get another olive bubble to take me back up there. Or something. This also works. That guitar solo really reminds me of the song Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Speaking of which, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. What a legend. And here's the second part of Deep Dish 9, the actual planet that you're going to. This is a freaking maze, if I've ever seen it. And you gotta deal with changing directions mid-flight on this rocket. You can only change directions when you're on the ground with it. Oh, and these portals, too. You can't touch them or else you'll, I guess, get teleported back in the level. Do that. Oh, I missed another olive bubble, didn't I? Sure, shoot me right into the lava. That's fair. Get out of here. I probably could have gotten that secret, too. That was totally unintentional, but man, that rocked. Now I wonder. Hey, I can still make it! Let's go! Or not. Get that. Did not mean to do that! We might be here a minute. Oh, there it is. Okay, I get it now. You're supposed to go all the way through here, change direction, and then go here. Gotcha. And you need to use that portal to get back here. Perfect. This is the part of the level that I dislike the most. Watch this. You somehow have to make it through this huge gauntlet of portals and olive bubbles. All the while using the rocket. And you gotta make it through that little gap where that block of slime is. Right there. And I do believe this is the last part of the level. I wish I could remember how to reach the pineapple down there, but I guess I'll figure that out eventually, right? Nope. Missed that. Oh wait, no, that was intentional. Hooray! Found all the toppings so far, and there's one more regular level before the boss. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, forgot about that part. I also like how when you use the rocket during the escape sequence, the photo that's shown is different. There's something like that in the Pig City level on the 4th floor. So when we get to that, I'll be sure to mention that too. That's not in this stream, though. This is just the 3rd floor. Who needs a rocket? Can't ring that bell, but that's fine, as long as I still got an A rank. Now watch me just beef it at some point. You get out of here. Oh, we gotta hit this block to make it sad. And then go through here to destroy this. And then that. There we go. I still got it. Now check this out. Oh, wait. For some reason, I thought that photo was different. But no, it's the same. Ah, whatever. We win. Dang. 30 minutes in and we're already almost done with this level. Or this floor. But hey, now it's time for my favorite level of floor 3. Who's up for some golf? I dare say, the music for this golf level is my favorite in the entire game. Crust Cove is good too, but this is amazing. Nope, did not mean to do that. Ah, who cares? We got the Primo Berg. Aim this way and shoot. Still got it. The golf mechanic can be pretty hard to get used to. But just like with the barrel, it is extremely satisfying to get right. Now I wonder, are you supposed to... Nope. That's what you're supposed to do. And those burger enemies will try to, I guess, put the old cheese ball enemy away from you. If that's even what it's called. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to get the Primo Berg thing. Hot dog, though. The better you score on the golf minigame, as in how under par you are, the more points you'll get. And these guys turn you into a bowling ball, if I'm not mistaken. The bowling ball power-up is probably one of my favorites in the game. Get some free points there, even if you don't get the Primo Berg. Hiya! And then that. No, gotta aim it up a little. Oh, never mind, that's right. I want to get you out of the way first, though. Hiya! Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Automatic hot dog, I guess. Ah, whatever. I believe the rankings for these go in order of Primo Berg, hot dog, nice nachos, and then nothing. So if you're, like, extremely over par, then the game will give you the nice nachos or nothing score. And the bowling ball enemies will also throw this cheese ball enemy. No, little man. You're coming with me. There's the goal. Let's see how fast we can get there. Hey, you assisted me, and yet I still got the hot dog. See? Nice nachos is a fun saying, but I think I want to get that as little as possible. I'm fine if I get hot dog. And here is the big one. Probably the hardest course. Gotta clear out all these guys if you want to make any progress. Then do that, and there we go. Oh, there's a secret, I think. Yeah, there is. Do that super taunt there. Lure those guys in there. And get those guys out of here. Perfect. I know I missed a few points right there, but that's fine. I mainly just wanted to reset the golf counter. Didn't mean to do that! Oh no! Can you throw the cheese ball guy up here too? Yes, thank you. Get me back up there, please. Get up there. Very nice. Wouldn't it be awesome if I got Primo Berg on this? I say as I immediately biff it several times in a row. How far away did the cheese ball guy go? Oh! Please don't mess this up. Booyah! I was so scared I screwed that up, but man, it counts if you get the exact number needed for Primo Berg, and I was wrong. This is the final course. Which is fine because pizza time is right there, as is the final topping. Didn't get anything below hot dog. I'd call that a success. And now we get to bust through the rest of this in our bowling ball form while also playing one more game of golf. It's fine if I get hurt here. I mainly just wanted to make sure the cheese ball guy made it. I'm not sure what happens if you shoot the cheese ball guy through the hoops. I think it just earns you more points, but I can't remember exactly. Dang, those nostril things have some really good, I guess, gravitation. And now we get to just bust through the rest of this level in our bowling ball form. Destroying those bull enemies in the process, too. You love to see that. Don't got Jerome, but that's fine. That was... okay, that was scary. I thought the game was about to crash. So sorry about that, guys. I don't think I've ever had that happen before anytime I've played a Steam game on stream. Not even Monster Rancher 2. Don't worry though, the stream's alive. I still got green all across the board on YouTube Studio. No time for the bonus points, we gotta get to the boss. And if you've never played Pizza Tower before, I think you're gonna be in for a treat. Straight A ranks and all top-ends across all the regular levels is nothing to sneeze at. But now it's time. Here's the big fella. This is the noise. And he's Peppino's arch rival. I actually do want to restart that because I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. The noise is also very rude, as you can see. Every time he's vulnerable for an attack, he taunts Peppino. The noise was originally planned to be playable in Pizza Tower, but that didn't become a reality until either last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember which. Ah, come on, man. I forgot his last pogo there spawns a bomb. But it's fine. We're already almost done with Phase 2. Or, sorry, Phase 1. Told you so. I like this little detail here. Because the noise balloon crashed into the scene, the noise actually starts being more aggressive with his attacks and violent. In fact, you know what? I want to see if I can get through Phase 1 damageless. I've done it before. In my first playthrough of this game, I actually P-ranked every boss, except for the final one. I don't mind if I don't P-rank every boss. I just think I can get through this first phase damageless. Get over here. Now it's time for the balloon again. If you have to skip a phase because the boss's attack doesn't line up properly with yours, then that's fine. I'm pretty sure I've had to do that against Pepperman. But yeah, see? Made it through this first phase, damageless. Nope. Nice try, the noise. And that little anvil, or whatever it was, that he just used, is actually a direct reference to the Noid. And he had an exploding double there, as well. I do like that detail, though, about the Noise's attacks becoming more violent after the balloon crashes. I never really realized that when I first played this game, so it was cool to figure that out. Aw, man. Am I really about to get a C rank on this guy? I might. At least the skateboard is easy to dodge. And if you get hit by it, it only stuns you. There we go. Beat the noise, and I'm pretty sure I got a C rank. He nearly pulls a Gatling gun on us before being taken away by his wife. But there we go! Floor 3 is done! Finally! That was bad. Got really sloppy in phase 2, but whatever. I won. Let's at least unlock floor 4 before I do something else. Now let's see. Where is he? Ah, there he is. This green cheese slime enemy is called Snotty. It's in your best interest to not KO it. I'm gonna try not to, because in my first playthrough, I accidentally did KO Snotty. I just gotta remember, walk very carefully around the area where he is. Now then, since I beat floor 3 so quickly, I'll do some quick shiny hunting in Pokemon Violet before I end the stream. Let's hope there's something I can actually use. And by that I mean a shiny Pokemon I can actually use. I'll be right back. This will only take a moment. And we're back. Alright. Disable that. Enable that. Turn this up a little. And now before we get started, I will notify Twitter and Blue Sky, and maybe my Discord server as well, that I've swapped games. So let's see. Random shiny Pokemon hunting since I beat Pizza Tower Floor 3 quickly. Change the game title as well. And yeah, I might as well notify Twitter and Blue Sky that I've swapped games. Oh my gosh, I never notified Blue Sky that I was live. I am so sorry. Let me do that right now. Man, I haven't messed up like that in a while. I'm so sorry. And I forgot, last time I was playing this on my own, I disabled the game music. Let me turn that back on. There we go. Alright, and now for Twitter. Swapping over to some Pokemon Violet shiny hunting, since I beat the 3rd floor so fast. Alright, we're good. Thank you guys for being so understanding. Anyway, what's on the menu? Spoink, I think I already got shiny Grumpig. I know I already have shiny Volbeat, Orthworm, and Jangmo-o. Already got U2. Do I have shiny Masquerain? I know I already have shiny Espathra. Let me look. I don't think I have shiny Masquerain. And even if I do, I may just hunt it anyway. I don't! Nice! I actually have a shiny Pokemon that I can hunt. And that's Surskit. It appears in this part of the Paldea region pretty often. I just gotta remember to swap Neptune to the front of the party. Only water types can get swimming water type Pokemon, like Surskit, with Auto Battle. Surskit's gonna be pretty hard to notice here. It's pretty hard to see in the water as it is, but shiny Surskit is like a bluish-black color, as opposed to all blue. At least the little feeler on its head also changes color to a sort of orange, so that'll be easier to see. But yeah, like right here, for example, this is not a shiny Surskit. I will know it when I see it. And if I can't figure it out, the game will tell me whenever my Vaporeon doesn't want to attack Surskit anymore. You know what? Let me turn this down just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. This will be the last thing I do before I end the stream. Man, the lighting here made this Surskit look kind of weird. And I'm also really glad it's raining in this game instead of in real life. With the way the weather in my area was forecasted for today last night, I was so worried I wouldn't be able to stream. But nope, it turned out fine in the end. Just a few pop-up showers during my workday, nothing major. Already got the first message for the outbreak. No, we're not doing that. Come on, attack the Surskit. Thank you. I guess I can put Shiny Surskit on the left corner of the stream, just so you guys can also see what we're looking for. Let's see. Gen 3. Here we are. Shiny Surskit is pretty underrated in my opinion. Alright, there's the GIF. And there it is. This is what we're looking for. Looks pretty cool, right? And finally, it's light out in here so I can see what I'm doing. Close that, and we're good. Now, I currently don't know if I'll be able to stream on Friday, but if I can, I really, really want to stream the all-random Splatoon 3 Salmon Run rotation happening on Spawning Grounds. I don't know how far I'll be able to get. I don't know if I'll be able to get my bronze medal for Spawning Grounds. Or, bronze badge, excuse me. But I figured it'd be nice to do that. And if I'm unable to stream it, I will make sure to devote some time to play it on my own. I at least know I'm still going to be streaming in Stars in Time on either Saturday or Sunday. I'll try to have my party sufficiently leveled up before then. Yeah, I get what you mean, Subspace. Especially if you're, like, trying to go for really high scores or a bunch of badges in a row. I have not been paying attention to the Outbreak messages. And where the heck did you come from? I almost said Barraskewda. No, that is clearly an Arrokuda. Either way, it's done for. Alright. Okay, we're at the second message of the Outbreak. I thought we were a lot farther in. Honestly, I'm not really sure how I feel about the upcoming extra work. I think it can be fun. The Decavitator is really good at destroying lesser salmonids, as is the Splooshomatic. But the waves have to be really compatible with this loadout in order for people to do well. I'm still gonna play it. Maybe I'll stream it as well. I just don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. I really do not like the sound effect that plays whenever you use auto battle on the water. It's really loud. Huh. In the evening light, these Surskit are really easy to see. So it might be really easy to differentiate between a normal one and a shiny one. Man, one of them got stuck on the cliffside here. I'll leave you alone. That one flyfish spot on high tide spawning grounds is the worst. I think I know what you're talking about, JD, and if it's the same spot, then yeah, that blows. All I can say about this weekend's all-random rotation is, may your flyfish be few and your golden eggs be plentiful. Oh dang, there's a roaming form Gimmighoul right there. I didn't even know that was there. I never went down here in my first playthrough of this game, so I completely missed that one. Okay, we're at the third outbreak message. So I am gonna see, real quick, if there is a shiny Surskit around here. And if there isn't, then I will make a bug-type shiny sandwich. So far, none of these look like they're shiny. And now, once again, all the Surskit are really easy to see because it's nighttime in-game. And yep, it doesn't look like there are any shiny Surskit around here. Alright. Time to make that bug-type sandwich. Gotta go all the way back up here to do so, but that's fine. Nope. Too steep. There we go. Let's hope I got enough herba for this. And I am fully aware that I need to use cherry tomatoes. I also need to find one more herba mystica of any type if I want to have an even number for shiny hunting. Still got 3 more. And I missed one. Reset. You can't drop any ingredients when you're making that old-fashioned shiny sandwich that I keep making. Otherwise, you won't get the encounter power. That does mean, though, I have to go back to the third message of the outbreak since I never bothered saving. And by that I mean I never bothered saving after I got that message. I might just make the encounter power level 2 sandwich for bug types to save me the headache, because I don't want to have to deal with that right now. There was one right in front of you. Okay, never mind. We were already close enough to the third message. I completely missed that. Now we save again. There we go. I'll try the shiny sandwich one more time, and if that doesn't work, I'll make the encounter power sandwich instead. Alright, here goes. Let's try a different strategy. Three by three. This should work. I think. Nope, failed. Alright. We're making the encounter power level 2 bug type sandwich. Because I don't want to have to deal with this. Alright, let's see. Encounter power level 2 bug. Let's hope there's something good. Sandwich number 54. Nah, I don't want to deal with any potato salad. Let's just make a creative sandwich. This is a weird one. Banana and chorizo. I have exactly enough to make it, too. I gotta remember to make a trip to one of the ingredient stores and get more chorizo. It also requires a boatload of cream cheese for some reason. Luckily, the thinner ingredients like this, the onions, and the herbed sausage are really easy to stack together, as you can see. You can stack like 8 or 9 of these in a row on the bottom bun. Or whatever. Don't know why I didn't try this sooner. And as usual, as the sandwich gets bigger and bigger, the camera zooms out. And there we go. Perfect. I figured that would be way less of a headache compared to the shiny bug type sandwich. And there we go. Bug type encounter power level 2. Hopefully this works. I've already maxed out my shiny odds for this outbreak, so in reality, this should be useful. And it looks like it is. There are a bunch more Surskit now. Just gotta look for the really dark colored one. By comparison. The 18K aviators are in the Splatnet shop and they have comeback. I'll be honest, I never really have been a fan of the comeback ability. I've never been able to put it to good use. I much rather prefer last-ditch effort, which is why my main gear loadout in Splatoon 3 has it. But hey, if you guys can make the comeback ability work, be my guest. It's just not for me. Oh, geez. Imagine if that were a shiny Surskit that I randomly bumped into. That would have been hilarious. And now I can just go back and forth between the extremities of this lake and look for shiny Surskit that way. I guess that is true. Comeback can be useful with weapons that give you really high movement speed while firing, like the Nautilus or the Mini Splatling. But for those, I just like stacking a boatload of run speed slots. I do see you guys' points, though. Alright. Is that it right there? Nope. That's the lighting playing tricks on me. There's gonna be a lot of that in this hunt. I don't think any of these Surskit are shiny. I'll let a few more trickle in before I continue checking. There's so many of them! Man. This is what I love about doing shiny hunting on the Switch too. The nearly doubled spawn rate makes locating shinies both harder and easier when you think about it. Right, I'm aware the 18K aviators have LDE by default. I tried incorporating them into my Splatoon 3 outfit before the game came out, and it just didn't work. I much rather preferred the ink-tinted goggles. So glad I decided to give that the last-ditch effort ability. I find that useful for myself because I play Splatlings a lot. The decreased ink consumption is really helpful when I want to push. It's more useful on something like the Heavy Edit compared to the Torrents Hydra. At least I think so. Yeah, that's become like my MO, as it were. You see me in that outfit in Splatoon 3, and it's easy to know that it's me. I was only a few steps away from making a static reference there. That one Vocaloid song that's been gaining a huge surge of popularity. Good for Flavor Foley, honestly. That's an earworm of a song. Go look it up. You're not... No, you're not. I'm starting to wonder where the boundary of this outbreak is. I guess we can just go towards the waterfall and reset all the spawns. Try again. I missed the shiny Surskit, please tell me. It's actually really hard to see which one is regular and which one is shiny now. I think I'm getting desensitized to the normal colors. Oh, speaking of Splatoon 3, I almost forgot to talk about this. Did you guys know the Foggy Notion Challenge had a rerun last night and earlier today? I tried playing it last night and I just could not get the hang of it. I was just really out of my league. I had no clue what was up. Not to mention, because I was playing it last night, the fog was really disorienting because of the bright... What am I trying to spit out? The changing brightness. There we go. I used to be really good at the Foggy Notion Challenge. But that just felt off. I'm kind of glad I didn't choose to stream that. Nothing over here that I can see. I think I'm going in circles. How many minutes do we have left on this sandwich? 20 minutes? I think I can get it in that time. At least I hope I can. Come on now, Surskit. Tired of playing these games. Just show up in your shiny form. That's where I was going with that. This feels like the Sandy Gast hunt all over again. When I finally did get the shiny Sandy Gast, it had a rare mark, so maybe I'll get lucky with this too, since this is taking forever. I don't think it'll happen, but come on, a man can dream. And once again, I got Aerocuda jump scared. Get out of here, Aerocuda. You are not my target. And I'm pretty sure I already have shiny Barraskewda on this file. I don't want to make a shiny water-type sandwich because that would just increase the appearance rate of Psyduck, Buizel, Magikarp, Aerocuda, and pretty much any other water type that shows up here, in addition to Surskit. There are even some Surskit over here, but I don't think they're part of the outbreak. Those are just random wild ones. This is where I need to stay. Okay, I'm getting kind of sick of all these Aerocuda. If they keep all that up, there's gonna be an Aerocuda outbreak here too, if you know what I mean. I wonder if I can reset the outbreak spawns by going back up to the top of the hill again and then coming back down. That could be useful. And I always forget Scatterbug can appear in this route too. Or I guess this area, since there aren't any routes. I don't think any of these two, or either of these two, are shiny. No, they aren't. Whoa, easy there, Miraidon. We're seafaring for this outbreak. Also, what's up, Taylor? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I already beat the 3rd floor of Pizza Tower in like 40 minutes, so I'm doing this shiny Surskit hunt to end the stream, and it's been going on for a lot longer than I thought. I don't have any salty Herba Mystica, so I can't make the simple version of the shiny bug-type sandwich. And every time I've tried making the, I guess, original version of that sandwich, the cherry tomatoes keep falling off. I remember the first time I played Pizza Tower, it took me forever to get through the 3rd floor. Because I was so confident in trying to P-rank all the regular bosses. I did, but man, it took a while. I'm okay with just P-ranking Pepperman on stream, though. That fight was more of a showcase of it can be done. I will say this, though. In my first playthrough, I P-ranked the 4th floor boss on my first try without even knowing I was gonna do it. I'm not kidding. First attempt at the fight, I played it like I thought I was supposed to, and I ended up P-ranking it. Not gonna spoil the boss of the 4th floor because it's a pretty big spoiler, but if you know, you know. And then I proceeded to absolutely get demolished by the final boss, so guess I deserved that. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either, Taylor. I'm hoping I can put on a similarly good show whenever I return to the 4th floor. I'm not betting on it, though. Aerocuda, stop it! I'm sick of you. You're wasting my valuable sandwich time. And my valuable sandwich timer. I've got less than 15 minutes left on this. How much do you want to bet the shiny Surskit has appeared at some point in the distant background, and I've missed it? None of those ones over there to the left are shiny. But it's so hard to tell if these other ones are because they're much farther away. And I keep confusing the Azuril for Surskit. I just gotta remember, look for the one that has a bluish-black body and a bright yellow feeler on its head. I might have called it a horn by mistake, but that's not true. Look here. See how this Surskit has like a dull yellow feeler on its head? The shiny form has a much brighter one. That's a really good way to tell if you found a shiny Surskit. Hang on a second, I gotta... That was odd. For some reason, I thought I heard one of my neighbors across the street using a leaf blower. And I was like, really, dude? This late at night? But nah, I think I was just hearing things. I say this late at night. It's only 8:30. To be fair, though, it has been really hot all day. So I honestly don't blame that neighbor for doing yard work this late in the day. How much time we got left? Just a little over 10 minutes, and nothing to show for it. I don't want to have to make that freaking bug-type shiny sandwich again. I stink at placing the cherry tomatoes. I've never found a good rhythm for it. It'd be so much easier if I had Salty Herba Mystica. I'm keeping my eyes peeled, too. Don't worry. But now I am just a little bit concerned that I might have missed the shiny already. Yeah, here's a bunch of other Surskit, but none of these are part of the outbreak. I just wish it would turn to daytime in this area already. It'd be much easier to spot the Surskit then. Now we're about 9 minutes left from the end of this sandwich. Every time, I think I see one in the distance, but it turns out to not be the one. It ain't you. The lighting on that one made me think it was already turning to daytime. Oh, that was weird. My controller was kind of freaking out there. think I got it fixed. No, you don't, you stupid fish. And yes, I said fish. Still not even close to daytime. Let's go back up here again and reset the outbreak this way. I really miss the shiny sound effect that played in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I really hope that gets brought back for Legends ZA. That was so useful. I doubt they will, but man, would that be helpful right now. Speaking of Pokemon Legends ZA, I did pre-order the Switch 2 edition for my birthday. So, we will be playing that on release. It may have to be the Saturday after it comes out, but still. I can guarantee there will be Pokemon Legends ZA content on this channel. There's also a pre-order bonus of Ralts holding a Gardevoir-ite. So, maybe I could figure out a way to include said Ralts on my team. I did use a Gardevoir in my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond playthrough, but I wouldn't mind using it again. Especially considering it's a mystery gift this time. I gotta remember to not purposefully look for spoilers, though. I made the mistake of spoiling myself on most of the Legends Arceus Pokedex, and that ruined the surprise of Hisuian Sneasel and Quillfish getting evolutions. I feel like it would have been so much cooler if I had been able to react to both of those live. I'm still incredibly thankful I chose to stream Legends Arceus. That was a great time. And finally, it's turning to daytime. I can see what I'm doing again. But then again, we're right under this bridge, so the shade isn't really doing me any favors. Now is it? I think I might be going around in circles, so let's reset the spawns this way this time. I got less than 5 minutes. Gotta make this count. I could just as easily do this in Area 0. I know. Surskit and Masquerain spawn at the very bottom of Area 0 in, like, that coastal area. Wait! Is that... No. Got a little too happy there. Once again, it's the shade of the bridge messing me up. Not to mention, the water lighting here is a little ridiculous to begin with, so it's hard to tell the coloration on some of these Pokemon. even when you're really close to them like that. Come on, Surskit. I don't have all night. I have a life outside of here, you know. Maybe I should just swallow my pride and make that shiny bug-type sandwich. That's the only way we're going to be getting anywhere in this outbreak, I'm afraid. Yeah, unfortunately, this may have to be what we do. Because I am not seeing anything, and or I guess anything shiny. And I'm starting to get sick of it. Let's be real. I don't want this to be like the situation where I hunted for shiny Skrelp and ended up only getting a shiny Quillfish for it. I want this dang Surskit. I'll still let this sandwich run out, but I'm not confident about my current odds. Let's reset these spawns really quickly, and then get back to it. You'd think that because it's daytime right now, these Surskit would be really easy to spot and differentiate if one of them is shiny. But I just can't seem to find the shiny Surskit to begin with, so how can I spot the difference between one thing and another thing that doesn't exist yet? But this is undeniably a lot easier to see compared to when it's nighttime. Yep. I think that does it for this sandwich. So let's just say forget it and make the shiny bug type one. Sucks that I gotta do it, but what can you do? I'm gonna make sure to save first, and we are not stopping until I nail placing all of these cherry tomatoes. No, always put the cucumber and pickle first, or else it won't work. I honestly don't know if it'll still work if you select the ingredients in a random order. I do think I was on the right track with that 3x3 strategy, though. If I do this, and then place the pickles on here, I should have enough room for the rest of the cherry tomatoes. That counts. That still counts. And failed twice in a row. We might be here a minute. Oh yeah, that! I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but someone made a mod for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time that basically turns it into an Ace Attorney spin-off. It's called Hero of Law, if you want to look it up. No, not mayo, just herba mystica. And I'm picking sour and bitter for a reason. Let's just try placing as many cherry tomatoes on here as I can. And that's not how you do it. Seems like you can only place 6 of them in a row, which is a little awkward, in my opinion. Did not mean to grab that. Still worked, though. Please. Okay. I think I nailed it. Because the pickle is really easy to place. Good gravy, finally! What was that, like my 6th or 7th attempt? That took so much time, and I've already almost been streaming for 2 hours. Technically an hour and 45 minutes, but semantics. That was weird. Looked like my trainer was vibrating for a moment there. Or just gyrating in place. Now hopefully this will be better. I at least know the spawn rate is a lot better. There are very few other water-type Pokemon around here, which is what I like to see whenever I use this type of sandwich. Once again, the shade of the bridge is messing with my head, or my eyes, whichever way you want to look at it. As soon as I find this shiny Surskit, I'm catching it, evolving it, and ending the stream. I don't got the time to mess around with other stuff now. This is my main goal for tonight. I also gotta remember to edit the stream title appropriately after this is done. Just so I can include that we've played this as well. Also, what's up, Dylan? How you doing? I'm over here trying to look for a shiny Surskit in Pokemon Violet, and it is not going well. I really, really hope this shiny sandwich actually comes through. I don't want this to be all for naught. And I'm glad you're doing well, Dylan. There are a few Surskit over here, but if I stay within the grounds of the outbreak, there will be slightly better shiny odds combined with this sandwich. But yeah, see? It's a lot easier to identify the normal Surskit in this sunlight. That's not it. Is it? No. I won't give in. I will find this stupid pond skater. That is actually the species name of Surskit. The pond skater Pokemon. Reminds me of those similar enemies from Super Mario 64. There's a game I'd love to play someday. I played the DS remake of Super Mario 64 a bunch of times, but I've hardly played the original. And I technically own it twice, because it's on Switch Online and in Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Given the choice, I'd probably play the Switch Online version. If only because the one in 3D All-Stars is based on the 1997 re-release that happened in Europe. It patched out a lot of the bugs that were present in the original 1996 release. And now it's raining. At least the game is still gonna run, unlike the Switch 1 version. Man, Super Mario 64 DS was a blast. I used to play that all the time with my old friends from school. Those were the days. The controls may be a bit clunky, but it's still good to speedrun. Oh, I am no speedrunner, despite what tonight's Pizza Tower performance may make you think. If I do end up playing the game at some point, it might just be a casual 70-star run. Heck, maybe that could be my next Let's Play after Bug Fables. I don't know. Haven't decided on that for certain yet, so it might be a while before I start thinking about my 9th Let's Play for real. Oh, man, speaking of Bug Fables, I was so happy when I finished recording episode 12 because I thought we were going to get started on chapter 3 directly. Following the side quests anyway. But I forgot we have to go through one of my least favorite areas in the game that I've played so far. I say that because once I beat the chapter 3 boss in my Let's Play, everything from there on out will be blind. I just didn't like the area leading up to the main part of Chapter 3 of Bug Fables. Episode 13 will be when I start that. I am almost done with editing episode 12, by the way. It's mostly side quests, but I'm already on the last one that I did for that video. I think you guys are gonna like it. I know I had a lot of fun recording the voice acting for it. You had to replace your Mario 64 DS cartridge after it got lost? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Dylan. I had that happen before. I had to replace my copy of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness because I left it on a plane. Luckily, it was pretty cheap, but man, was I still not happy. I never leave stuff on planes whenever I go flying anywhere, so revealing that I did was just a huge blow. "20 minutes left on this sandwich, and I'm not seeing any shiny Surskit. It's fine that it's raining right now, because it's still daytime. If it were nighttime and it was raining, I'd have a much harder time identifying these Surskit. Oh, you had to replace your Crash Team Racing nitro-fueled cartridge. Good call on buying it digitally, though. Whenever Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled goes on sale, it's usually dirt cheap. I feel like I had my fun with that already, though. I sold the game ages ago. I just didn't really enjoy it that much. No hate if you guys do enjoy that game. I just thought it got a little too samey for me after a while. I have heard it is possible to speedrun Crash Team Racing, though. Even though you can only do that in the time trials. I've seen gameplay of it, and man, those speedruns are sights to behold. Yeah, that's fair, Dylan. Oh, you lost your copy of the Origami King? Man! I'm so sorry, JD. That's such a good game, too. I don't care what anyone says. Paper Mario the Origami King is underrated. I had fun streaming it, and I won't deny it. Sure, there may have been a few parts that I didn't like that much, but it was still a fun time overall. I still enjoy the remake of the Thousand Year Door the most, though. If only because that's the first time I've ever played that game. I never owned a GameCube, and all my friends who did never owned the Thousand Year Door. I hate to say it, guys, but if this sandwich doesn't end up being fruitful, I may have to end the stream. Because I don't got very much time to keep this up. Color Splash, in my opinion, was just okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. Never played Sticker Star, though. Although I did hear about that one fan project called Paper Mario the Sticker Comet, which is supposed to revive a lot of beta content that was cut from Sticker Star and just turn it into a completely different game. It's not out yet, but man, it looks impressive. You're glad Sticker Star might get fixed like Sonic 06? Wow. Harsh comparison, but true. Project 06 is also really cool. The game actually functions now. Dang, I just barely dodged that Magikarp. I still got it. Come on, man. So many Surskit and not a single one is shiny. You've got to be kidding me. I'm normally not this unlucky. Let me go already. Free me from this pain. Is this where the epicenter of the outbreak is? It looks like it, but I'm still not seeing anything different. There are still a lot of Psyduck, Azurill, Magikarp, and Arrokuda on that side. Back to the west. I should really just stop going directly under this bridge. It won't serve me any well. Oh, yep, that makes sense, JD. That makes sense. Ugh, come on. Where is the freaking thing? Give me the shiny Surskit. I'm no longer asking nicely. It's like, every time I see one in the shade, I think it's shiny, but nope, that's just the lighting. The terrible lighting engine of this game. They fixed so many issues, and yet they couldn't fix the lighting. Well, I guess they partially fixed it on the Switch, too. Things are more visible, but there are still a few hiccups in the lighting. I'm staying here in the water, by the way. I can't afford to... Like I was saying, I can't afford to waste any time going back up the hill. I need to reset these Surskit spawns quickly. I can get a few more checks in by going to this side of the bridge, even if the odds aren't shiny boosted. Oh, that's another Azurill. And suddenly there are barely any Surskit over here. But then I come back and there are a bunch of them. Let's just start from this side and work our way to the right, I guess. Oh, please tell me the sun is not going down here. I need to see what I'm doing. Nope, it's still light out. That's good. Just barely dodged that one. Less than 10 minutes remain, and I'm not looking real happy right now. To say that more properly, things aren't looking too good right now. I've gone through 2 different sandwiches, one of them having boosted shiny odds, and nothing. This is worse than the time I tried to shiny hunt Squirtle. I went at that for like 2 hours, and nothing came out of it. I'm desperate. I'm checking the non-outbreak spawns now. Just let me go. Please. I want the freaking thing. Just gotta look for the bluish-black body and the bright yellow feeler. That's it. And now the sun's starting to go down, I think. So that's no good. Man, that's weird. The game audio keeps randomly lowering itself automatically in my headphones. I hope that's not changing anything for you guys. The audio seems to be fine now, but man, I gotta look into that. That shouldn't be happening so frequently. Yeah, it's fine now. That was only for like a few moments anyway. For a moment there, I thought this Azurill right there in front of me was shiny. But nope, false alarm. I could have sworn it looked green to me from a distance. How much time we got now? 6 minutes. This is not looking good for me. I swear, when they're under the bridge, these Surskit look shiny. You're gonna give it to me now, right, game? Don't make a fool out of me. And just like before, when the Surskit appear over by the cliff, they look much darker. So that's another example of the lighting being terrible. Excuse me. Can't believe it, man. An hour of shiny sandwiches and regular sandwiches, and absolutely nothing to show for it. And I keep running into... I almost said Barraskewda again. I keep running into Arrowkuda as well. They're so tiny, I just can't even see them whenever I'm right on top of them, you know? I won't be cutting this out of the stream or anything. That seems petty. I'll still keep it in. But I'll probably add timestamps or something. Because this is ridiculous right here. How is my shiny luck this bad tonight? It never is. Have I really lost my touch? Or something? It's like that one quote from The Simpsons. Am I so out of touch? No. It's the children who are wrong. Except in this case, it's the Pokemon. Like, see, right there. Because of the shading, that looked like a shiny Surskit. You know, I've heard some people say that this is one of the hardest shiny hunts in the game, and I can see that now. Oh, that quote from The Simpsons? That was Principal Skinner. Oh, geez, that is... Wow. That is a very intense lens flare. I didn't even know that happened here. It's okay, guys. We're away from the lens flare now. It shouldn't be that much of a problem anymore. Although it might be because the sun is actually starting to go down now. No? That is what happens when it turns to evening in this area. I'm thinking I might call it quits here, though. I just can't believe it, man. An hour of this, and nothing. This is just as deflating as when I tried shiny hunting Squirtle. I'll do one more check. Like, one more sweep across this lake. And if nothing shows up, I'm calling the stream there, because I just feel deflated right now. You've bested me, game. It's very rare that I concede during a shiny hunt, but I'm worn out. I just don't believe it, man. How am I this unlucky all of a sudden? Maybe I used up all my good luck for the stream during the Pizza Tower segment. Whoops, this is not the right place I need to be. Alright. Since the stream is almost over, I guess I can mention what my next stream plan is gonna be. Like I already said, if I can stream this Friday, we'll be playing that all-random spawning grounds rotation. But if not, we'll be continuing in Stars in Time on either Saturday or Sunday. Maybe I'll devote tomorrow to leveling up my party in that game. I want to make sure we're all at least level 50 before we fight the king again. And yup, it's starting to get to nighttime again, so I think it's time I pack it up and end the stream. It was worth a shot at least to do this. And like I said, I'm not going to cut anything out of the stream. That just feels petty. In this lighting, it's actually really easy to see the Surskit and still tell that none of them are shiny. But yeah, we're ending it there. Also because I'm kind of sick of hearing this music now. Alright. Don't go anywhere. It's time for the raid. Remove this. This accursed thing. Be gone. And now. Unless I can find someone else to raid. I have a feeling I know whom we're gonna be raiding. No, not them. Okay, yeah. Let's just raid Vic. She's currently playing Mario Kart World with viewers. I know we got that... Yeah, I know that got brought up earlier, so... let's pay her a visit. Let me also change the stream title before I forget. And change the game back to Pizza Tower. Let's see, Pokemon Violet. Change that back to Pizza Tower. There we go. So, that's it from me. When you get to Vic's channel, use the hashtag tagged by Tentacle or hashtag Tentacle raid. Your choice. And I'll be back this weekend. Good night, everybody.